Cinderella. Once upon a time lived a nobleman who had a sweet wife and daughter. They were very happy. But then his wife died and he married another woman. She was horrible. She had 2 daughters who were very bad and ugly. They didn't work at all and were very mean to their stepsister. She had to do everything for them: wash the dishes, sweep the floor, scrub the pans, and clean the cinders from the fireplace. That is why everyone called her Cinderella. One day, the king's son invited all the young women to a big ball. He wanted to find a wife. The ugly sisters were getting ready for the ball, and Cinderella was helping them. She wanted to go too, but they only laughed.
Just look at you. How can you go to the ball like this? You look awful in these rags.
When they left, Cinderella started to cry. Suddenly, she heard a voice. "Why are you crying, child?" It was her fairy godmother. "You will go to the ball, but first we need to do something. Bring me a pumpkin, 6 little mice, 1 large rat, and 6 lizards." Cinderella couldn't understand why, but she did it anyway. The fairy godmother waved her magic wand, and the pumpkin disappeared. In its place, there was a beautiful carriage. She waved her wand again, and the 6 little mice turned into handsome horses. The fat rat became a coachman, and the 6 lizards turned into footmen. So now Cinderella had a beautiful carriage to go to the ball, but she didn't have anything to wear. The fairy godmother touched her with her wand, and Cinderella was dressed in a wonderful gold dress. "Now you are ready to go," said her godmother. "But remember, at midnight the magic will disappear, and everything will go back to the way it was. So you must be home before midnight." Cinderella promised and stepped into her beautiful carriage. The 6 white horses took her to the king's palace. Everyone at the ball was dancing, but they stopped and looked at the mysterious stranger. Cinderella was so beautiful in her gold dress that everyone thought she was a princess from a faraway country. Even her stepsisters couldn't recognize her. The prince was also very surprised. As soon as Cinderella entered the ballroom, he asked her to dance. They danced and forgot everything else around them. By the end of the evening, he was very much in love. As they were dancing, she suddenly heard the palace clock. "Oh no, I must hurry," she thought. She left the ballroom and ran away. When she was running down the stairs, she lost one of her glass slippers, but she didn't stop. When the clock finished striking 12, the magic disappeared, and Cinderella was in her rags again. The prince ran after her, but all he could find was the glass slipper on the stairs. He picked it up and said, "I must find her. Every woman in the country will have to try it on. I will marry the one whose foot will fit this glass slipper." So the prince went to every house in the kingdom. Soon he came to the house where Cinderella lived. The ugly sisters were trying very hard to put the slipper on, but they didn't succeed. Then it was Cinderella's turn. Everyone was so surprised that the glass slipper fit her perfectly. The prince looked at Cinderella's face and recognized the beautiful princess he was dancing with at the ball. He married Cinderella, and they lived happily ever after.